That's a very good point. Very good point. Now, also, man, I wanted to talk about somebody also that was closely related to you, whatever, is a guy by the name of RondoNumbaNine, right?
Yeah.
Now, Rondo was seen, and this has been some time. It's been about a month or so. There was a video circulating around with RondoNumbaNine, and I guess it was from back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting at the same table or something with the guy by the name of Lil Mick.
Right.
Now, that situation seemed to cause a lot of, I don't know, controversy in the drill rap pages on the blogs and stuff, because they were like, how could he be sitting there because of what Lil Mick is been accused of?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You had said in a previous interview that, yo, if that was you, it would have been a little different. Now, given time and how much time has gone by, what do you think about that situation? Because we're going to talk a little bit more about Rondo, but I want to see what's your opinion about that situation today?
It just, like I said in that other interview, I had seen a different video too, like that was happening. That wasn't the video that was going viral, but it looked like he was like either finna get put off the deck, like they was finna get him and move. And I mean, you could see his bag still there and everything. So I don't know if he stayed over there after that, folk. I don't think he did. I think they moved him. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even gonna say he was kicking. He probably was right there. They put him on the deck. And then, because it's another video, like you see after all the niggas move off the table, the COs come to the table, and his bag, like you could tell that you got in the county, you got to travel with your bag. That's with all your commissary or shit that your alarm was in that bag. His bag's still there. That your bag's supposed to be in your cell if that's your deck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have your bag out in the day room or about it, none, So he was obviously getting transported. He's most likely finna get moved again. So, just in hindsight, I seen that. But as far as like to clarify what I was saying about me, it's just like, I ain't saying it just would have been different because I'm just a different nigga. I'm just saying like, bro, like that's my best friend. I take on a different level of pressure when it come to LA, bro. Like I don't think a nigga like me can get caught within 5 feet of Lil Mick without nothing happening, folks. Like that's not my position, folks. Like, and I know a lot of people, they, when I spoke on this, they was trying to like equate this with me speaking on this to like my situation with Melly. And when I tell people all the time with the situation with me and Yarmil, from 051 was like, that one of those situations where I was like able to control it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already thrusted into that, like he was already.
Now I might have missed something, and I hate to cut you off. What was your relationship with 051 Melly?
Melly used to, mess with my sister. You feel what I'm saying? And he started messing with her when I was in prison. So a lot of people, we end up having when I came home, he knew where I stayed and all type of shit, bro. So it's like, we ended up like having to brush across each other, and then we ended up getting closer because he was actually a real nigga. He wasn't on no backdoor shit, and he saved my life before. I was finna get killed in a barbershop, and he literally stopped them niggas from killing me. His hood was on the way to kill me.
Really? I don't know how I missed that, man. So you and 051 Melly had a cordial relationship, but it elevated to the point where he saved your life at a barbershop.
Yeah, boy.
So it would be wrong of you to, even though you guys are from opposing hoods, for you to even try to, come at him in that way is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, bro. Like if he kept it about us, he never tried to ask me for no loans or making no dance shit or no weird shit or nothing, bro. Like it was a situation that happened. I was in jail. He started, messing with my sister, you know what I'm saying? And they was tight, you know what I'm saying? And my sister was 100, she came and told me like in jail, like on the phone, like, and I hung up the phone. I didn't want to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they was rocking heavy, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was cool shit for them, but I was irritated by it. But then, that was like, that's my sister, bro. I mean, with my sister, I don't care what she doing in life. Like, I'm gonna blow my steam and I'm gonna feel my way, but that's my big sister, and I don't got nothing but the utmost respect for me. So she could do what she want for. I'm gonna be mad as a little brother for a while, but that's about as much as I can be with my twin for. So after a while, I was like, okay, that's what you do. That's your decision. I'm waiting for, but I wasn't gonna be kicking it with her. And then it was like he was showing so much love, I couldn't be fake with him no more. And then he saved my life at the barbershop. And we didn't even have a relationship at the barbershop. The barbershop made us have a relationship, bro. At that point, he was still just like, oh, you fucking my sister. I stayed out of that shit. But when that call happened, bro, I swear to God, his uncle is from No Limit. His name's Slim. He dead now, too. They used to hang together a lot. The day after I got my haircut at the barbershop, he hit me up like, man, he on Instagram, he's like, man, call my phone. I'm just getting out of jail, bro. I'm still like kind of like fresh out of jail, like a couple months. And he ended up having me. He like, man, call my phone. Send me his number. So I'm talking to Slim. He like, man, he was in the barbershop yesterday. I'm like, yeah, why you say that? He like, man, look, he was in the first chuck. I'm like, yeah. He like, look, man, they was coming. You was over there. Oh, what's the name? Gave me the place I was there. He like, look, 051 on their way up there. They was finna come do that. They was finna come get you now. Cause he Slim is older. He from No Limit, but he like one of the older OGs. He was in his 40s. So he knew my pops. He knew my uncles and shit. That's all street niggas and shit from back in the day. So like he even though I didn't know Slim at the time this well, he knew a lot of people that I come from my way and from my projects and my people. So when that shit was coming down and they got the call, hitting Melly like, nah, that shit dead, and they synced it through. Like you know, bro, when you get called about certain niggas, you just can't be like, nah, don't do that. You gotta make sure them niggas don't hop in them cars to come get a nigga like me. So not only did they have to call off the hit, they had to make sure that niggas ain't try to get no bright ideas on road. You know what I'm saying? Like I respected that, bro. Like you know how hard it is to call off hits. You know how many phone calls get made for niggas not to go do some shit, bro. Like I've seen that. Like that take a lot, bro. So to have a nigga talk to me and tell me everything I did and where I was at the day before, I knew how real it was. I said, all the niggas saved my life, and my son, I never took that for granted, bro. Like ever. That was right.
How could you? That'd be crazy, man. Like, yeah, you had proof that he saved your life. Bro, so, man,
I'm telling you, I never ever been caught dead the wrong like that in my life, and I have a recite my whole last 3 hours the day before. Like I'm damn, bro. And this was before I had my son and everything. Like I didn't like if I would have, my son don't even exist. Like this shit would have been a whole different history. Like this is shit that I was able to do after that for that I'm thankful for. Like, so I never took that for granted. So I just, after that, I was like, I ain't gonna be on no weird shit for it. Like I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that in my memory bank.
That's what's up. Nah, dang. So you relate that situation to Rondo's situation, sort of, and you can kind of see why somebody else might not take off or do what they do.
No. See, I was speaking of that situation to give the people who gonna be like, oh, Tay Capone had a situation with Melly. Like, I'm just giving them a little like nuance to the situations to show the difference. Because really, bro, really with the situation, like if that was me, like I couldn't, like that's my best friend for like, hold on. Let me get a little personal here real quick, man. Like, I don't know if the camera can see this shit, but like, bro, this is my best friend for like, this is a portrait of him. Like, this is shit that we used to say, this shit say 3 months, bro. This shit is long live LA. What they say at the bottom, this shit say my brother's keeper, folks. Like, this whole sleeve ain't shit but folks, but my homie, LA Capone, shit me and him used to say, and a long live him post that say my brother's keeper at the bottom. I take that serious, bro, to the grave. I'm not gonna let no nigga leave from around me. Then I ran into LA best friend. He ain't do shit. Not none of his killers gonna leave me saying that. I don't get no. We was on a date 5 seconds together. If I was getting moved over there, I'm taking off from you. Like, it's just what it is, bro. I ain't saying what Nine did was right or wrong. I'm saying that me being Tay Capone, his homie, his right hand man, his bestie. I'm held to a different standard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not to say Nine ain't had no close relationship with LA because he did, but me tapping that mantle as his best friend, as his right hand, I'm held to a different standard, bro. Ain't no nigga charged for his murder getting away from me, folks. I ain't gonna lie. That's just that on that. honestly.
Nah, I get it. Nah, most people will understand your sentiments on that, man. They'll get that for real.
Mhm.